The cottage is not only a place we go to relax, it's a place we go to let loose and have fun. belairdirect has challenged me to simplify a summer project just like they simplify insurance. We've all played horseshoes and card games at the cottage, but today I'm going to build a simple and easy DIY bowling lane. This isn't going to be a full-size bowling alley, this is a bowling alley for kids. We've gone to our local hardware store and picked up a piece of plywood. Plywood comes in 4x8 sheets. I got it cut in half. It's now 2x8. That's going to be the length of the alley. I've got some 2x4s. That's going to frame it out on the bottom, and some 2x6s that are going to run along the back. That's going to keep all the pins in. So we're going to take an exact measurement of what we need. Then we're going to head over and cut our 2x4s. So for our 2x4s that are going to run the length of the alley, we know that the board is 8 feet long and there's going to be two 2x4s on each end, which together equal 3 inches. So we're going to take 8 feet minus 3 inches off it, gives us 93 inches. That's where we're going to make our cut. You want to turn the board over to the rough side, unfinished. You're not going to have to sand it. We're going to bring it all together. We're going to go over and give it a nice coat of paint. You want to have fun when you're choosing your color of paint. It's going to be for kids. They're going to want to be playing with it all the time and go with something bright. While I'm letting this dry, I'm going to head back over and cut my 2x6s that are going to be the backboards for my bowling lane. So we're going to cut 2 2x6s at 3 foot length. I'm going to go ahead and draw an angle just on the front edge of here. So you want to grab anything round for this, a paint can, a bucket. We're going to lay it on, make sure you know which way you're doing your arc. Line up to your sides. Just make a nice, smooth line. We're going to grab the jigsaw and cut them out. Okay, so we've got our edges all cleaned up. We're going to grab all of our wood and head over. Our first coat should be dry. We'll add a second coat to that. All right, so once we have our pocket holes done, we're going to lay everything out, screw it all together. All right, once we've got the frame together, we're going to flip everything over. I'm going to grab the countersink bit. We're going to pre-drill a bunch of holes that we're going to put our screws in, and then we're going to plug them all later. Okay, we've got the first end done. We don't want this to move. I'm using deck screws here. Something small. These are 1 1/4 inch. Make sure you put some gloves on. This stuff will stay on your hands. Watch the grain come up. All right, so our board is nice and stained now, it's dry. We're gonna add some details. I have some arrows here, just a stencil. We're gonna measure 1 foot off the back and 1 foot off the side. That's gonna put us right in the center of the board. Now, lining these arrows up can be pretty important because if your kid says to you, he threw it right down the arrows and he didn't get a strike, guess what? You're the one in trouble. Okay, as we're waiting for our arrows to dry before we do a second coat, we're gonna come down here and do a little circle where we're gonna place our pins. So my details are finished. I'm waiting for them to dry, and I'm gonna go ahead and make some pocket holes for the backboard that's gonna be at the end of the laneway. We want our screws going down from the outside, and then we're gonna fill them with a little wood filler, paint them over with orange paint. Not bad for a coat of paint and a couple cuts of wood. For keeping summer projects simplified, I'm Adam Holman.